Hello, hello. Hello, happy Friday. Welcome, my friend. Today, I'm going to use this canvas that I have. It's big. It's 10 by 24 that I'm going to attach this alien to it. It's 3D alien, and I'm gonna do some painting on it. So just getting ready here to see your comments and stuff. I'm a little late today because I had a dentist appointment and stuff, so all right. Hey, Eddie. What's he smoking? He's smoking a doobie. Where he lives, it's legal, so there's no problem. Come on, camera. See? It's all painted. No? No more. Okay. That's it. It's having a grand time. So I'm thinking of doing some sort of smoke coming out of the thing, but this is how I'm actually going to paint it. I'm gonna put him here, down here, and so I'm gonna do some planets. The whole thing doesn't really fit in here, but let's just get ready. Hey, Fatima! Hey, Yonut! Salut! We have some Romanian blood in the house today! What time is it over there? It's 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. Okay, let's get started. I have my tea here. I don't know if you guys drink tea, and today's yogi tea wisdom is really, really good, so I wanted to share it. It's really hot. So this is it. It says, the worst enemy we have is our own fear. Hey, Clara. So I just thought that that is a good yogi wisdom to have. Okay, so there's gonna be a big planet here. There's gonna be some different planets over here. I'm gonna do it on the side. I will be gluing the guy at the end, at the very end. But I'm just gonna start with a bigger planet here. So I'm gonna get you in a little closer there. And maybe just angle the camera so that you can see a little better. All right. Let me get some paint. Carrie, hi Carrie. You're drinking green tea. Green tea is good. So this paint is actually the same paint. I believe it's the same color that I used for the sand here when I did the pour. So I think that'll be really nice to kind of do a cohesive design. So how are you guys doing today? Yonut, how are you? How are you? Long time, right? Long time no see. All right, let me get some paints here. I don't think I actually need to lay out new paints because I've got my Stay Wet palette. Got some white, got some all kinds of colors here. So I'm just gonna grab some of those and put it on my paper here so you guys can see. Okay, white. 18 in Denmark. Oh, because you live in Denmark now. 6 o'clock. Okay. I'm actually gonna get some clean white. Okay. Some clean white paint. Hey, Christy Jean. Welcome. welcome to the stream. It was a lovely, lovely yerba mate for Fatima, or Fatima. I believe it's one of those. And since this paint is really liquid, I think it'll be okay because I want the effect to be kind of transparent. So it's okay if it has some pouring medium in there. And you guys, if you want to see some really cool fairy art and magical, you know, foresty stuff and all sorts of beautiful characters, Christy Jeanne with Fairies art, she does some really beautiful illustrations for, I believe he has his new book coming in October or something like that. He does illustrations. Okay, so then I want to get some blue. A little scattered today, just a little bit. Very fine. I'm going to play soccer. Haha, cool. Soccer is fun. Let me get some of the phthalo blue. Because I believe this is more like phthalo blue. And I want the colors to match. Okay. I think that'll be okay for now. Maybe do some a little bit of the turquoise. I got my turquoise in this big jug. That's what I have for now. Soccer is fun. This is a way to get paint out of a big jug. And you only need a little bit. Back to homeschool. You have 2 kids, Fatima, 2 boys? So, just so you guys know, I have embellished pores before, but I've added eyes to my acrylic pores before, but I've never done planets. So this is the first time I'm ever doing this. I've been procrastinating this forever. So I'm a little bit nervous, but I think it's going to be okay. Let me get some water. Please excuse my very noisy chair. I have to get a new chair. Let's get some water in my little acrylic cup here. I'll put this guy here just so you guys can admire him for one more second. Okay. So I have sketched out my planet. I just drew it with a compass with pencil. I don't think you can see, but it's right over there. Oh, it's my pleasure to be your friend as well. I'm just really trying, not very good at precision, and especially at making circles. It's kind of difficult, you know? So since the sand is right there on the bottom, I'm going to do the kind of like the highlight from the sand on the bottom. And I want to keep it really transparent so that the underneath pattern shows through. I think that'll be good to do more glazes, to do a glazy sort of effect, that you can see the underneath. I think that'll look pretty cool. Really, usually I do nighttime planets on a dark background, and my planets are very solid, and sometimes I really love the way the planets look in the daytime, and they're so subtle that you can barely see them. So I want to achieve that sort of effect with this. To just give it a hint, like it's there, but it's not... I don't know how to explain it. It's a part of the atmosphere, that's it. Very atmospheric. I'm just building layers. Slowly starting to look like a planet. All right. I'll let it go here in the middle. I'm just gonna fade out a little bit. You can even barely see the color. And then I'm going to come into this turquoise. Maybe I'll have, although I was thinking it would be fun to have a sort of maybe purple highlight coming from over there, but then it wouldn't really match the whole color scheme. I think I'll just stick to turquoise. What are you up to, Clara and Carrie and Eddie? And this filbert brush is really good for making rounded edges. Maybe we can make some stripes like this. Planet is having those kind of rings. You're redoing your piece from yesterday's stream? Yeah, sometimes the first time it doesn't really come out the way you want it to. You just have to redo it. And the second time usually it comes out nicer because you've had practice. I don't know if you saw, but I got to a point when I was working on my piece and realized I had it on the wrong side. The paper was tearing up under the markers. Oh, that's that realization, especially when you are doing a piece that you like. We will do some little swirls here. Try to finish yours from the stream. Oh, Carrie is artsy. Now I rings. Things are starting to make sense in my mind now. Carrie is artsy. Welcome to the stream, Carrie. It's lovely to have you here. Starting over now, but at least I'm surrounded by creative energy. Yes! That's good. It's a really nice Friday here in Pennsylvania. It's so balmy and wet. Very cloudy today. Drawing the lace. Trying to think or those all those Saturnian rings here. Maybe we can make a storm. Thank you, Carrie. I love planets. Love doing kind of stuff. I'm a little spaced out most of the time, so I think it really fits with my character. I have so many pours, and I really love to do these the cosmic pours. This isn't a cosmic pour, this is a beach, very structured, and kind of knew what it was gonna look like. But my favorite kind of acrylic pours are flip cups, where you don't really know what it's gonna look like in the end. But I choose colors that are mostly space themed. They're like, background is dark, and I use blues and purples, and sometimes it looks like outer space. So I was thinking of doing, because I have so many of those, I do these acrylic pouring workshops at my friend's studio. So every time I demonstrate there, now I love the glaze too, soft transparent look. This is kind of trying something new, because usually I'm doing different things, but I'm liking this. Also, it doesn't, not so solid to make you completely cover the canvas. So every time I demonstrate techniques, I do 3 techniques every time. And every single time, although other times I do different things, but every time I do the flip cup, cosmic flip cup, and I have so many of them. Let me show you actually. I have a couple here with me. This will give you the idea of how they look. They look really nice and spacey. This is one of them. I want to put planets on that one too. And this is another one. I really love the soft effect and the colors. These are perfect for planets. So yeah, these are 2 out of many. 2 out of many. I just feel like they need something, you know, they need some pizzazz, like planets and something to bring out the magic. Thank you, Carrie. Thanks, Clara. I gotta get the painting for you ready, and you can send me your address and I'll send it to you. And I'll look through your Instagram post and choose something that I like from your galleries. Okay, let's get a little bit of this phthalo blue. Just straight phthalo blue, see what this will do here. It adds so much color. Maybe I'll lighten it up just a little bit. I have a paper towel here that I'm wiping my I'll let you know. I'm wiping my paintbrush so I don't have too much paint here. And some of this sand color. I feel like I like the newest piece that you were working on the stream. Sure. I love that name, by the way, Fearless Fabrications. I love it. Very nice way to approach art. No need to be afraid. Sometimes I get these textures from underneath. I really like my strokes to be nice and soft. And not streaky. Next time you're doing a challenge, maybe I'll join it. When I saw you're doing the Disney thing, I started looking for characters that I might do, but honestly, I'm not such a big Disney person. This is too much. Did I just create the spiral patterns from a mind or follow a reference? I just from my mind. Well, I've looked at planets and kind of tried to remember how they would look like. I also painted a big Jupiter. Yeah. A big Jupiter mural a couple of years ago, and I did all the spirals. I did them with an airbrush. I really gotta pick up my airbrush again. That was actually the last time that I used my airbrush. I've always had so much trouble with clogging. So much trouble. And I just stopped using it because it was so frustrating. And last time when I used my airbrush, by the way, the mural was gorgeous. It came out so beautiful. But I used the airbrush paint that I used kept clogging the machine, so then I just diluted some latex paint, and after that my airbrush stopped working completely. I think that was not a good idea, but anyway, I just remember how I did the spirals then. When you keep doing a thing for so many times, you kind of remember it. As Lewis would say, where is Lewis? You're not a big Disney person either. Marvel and Star Wars. I know, I'm not a big one of those either. Which is funny because my husband Sam is a big Marvel and DC fan. Not so much Star Wars though. My father-in-law is a big Star Trek, but yeah. No, they're starting to come together. I'm starting to enjoy it. Yeah, I think I can either even go a little more opaque to cover some more of that blue. But I'm really loving that it's showing through. And that kind of binds everything together. Unifies, not binds. Binds is not a very nice word. Unless you're talking about baking. I don't know. I can make something for him. Oh, I could make something for him. Oh, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw the Silver Surfer that he 3D printed, and then I attached him to a pour. That was one of my favorite pours, actually. Very nice rainbow pour that came out really nicely, and it looks kind of like a portal. And he attached Silver Surfer, which was, he 3D printed it, and I painted it with the mirror paint, actually. Oh. That really excited him as well, because this alien was gray. It was a gray filament, and then I painted it with this. I just got paint on my fingers. I used this mirror paint. It's a liquid. I bought it from Culture Hustle. Let me let you see it up close. It looks like mercury. It's so neat, and it's kind of smelly too. It is not a water-based paint. It's, I don't know, ooh, fumes. But it's really cool. Wait, yeah, it does really cool effect. So he thought it would be just a fantastic idea to do the Silver Surfer with that, and it was. Yeah, I really enjoy the way it came out. Wait, where's my paintbrush? So, yeah, I don't know what I should do from Marvel. Give me some ideas. He really likes the Silver Surfer. And, what else? It's Sin City by any chance? Oh, I'm sorry. Mute that. Wonder if Sin City is in the... I don't think so. Because I'd do something from Sin City there. Silver Surfer's DC. Cool. Well, do you guys accept non-painted stuff, like mixed media stuff, because that is a mixed media thing. All right, that's a pretty nice planet. I think I'm gonna give it a little more opaqueness, just a little more substance here and there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do something with planets and space. The idea of the challenge is picking a character and do it in your style. Okay, cool. I'll definitely take a look. Let me see if this tea's cool enough to drink. So good. Drinking yogi tea. It's actually my favorite tea. It's this yogi tea, sweet tangerine, positive energy. It's so good. It's got caffeine, it's got flavor, and I don't even sweeten it because I like it on its own like that without any sweetener. It's just perfect for a rainy day. When you've drank your quota of coffee. Just want to make the edges a little brighter. Okay. All art is art. Carrie is actually the master of mixed media and collage work. Cool. Okay. Well, then I'll submit my although I didn't make that especially for the challenge. But it could go, I suppose. Just hashtag it with Fearless Fabrications. Actually, let me just get some of this turquoise. Maybe I'll add a teeny tiny bit of white. Make it a little brighter. Dilute it with some water. Oh, I have a lot of that phthalo blue in there. Okay. I like mixed media a lot. Cool. I'm sort of new to mixed media. I've done on my own without Sam's suggestion. I've done these gemstone art. That's my favorite thing to do with mixed media. Gemstone art. Gotta get back into that. I have a series to finish. I have this bee themed series. I've used citrine and some yellow aventurine and what else did I use? Oh, I have to use amber. My friend asked me to make something with amber for her. So I have 3 in that series and I want to make at least 3 more to make it like a series of 6. I have them all set up and I just have to do it. Just procrastinating doing everything. Yes. It's acrylic, yeah, Carrie. Yeah, I did something sacred geometry a while ago and I gave it away to somebody. Just one of them. Did a Metatron's cube and I used all these there were chakra platonic solids shapes. yeah, it's acrylic paint. That's what I use the most. That's what I started using, and I guess it's what I'm used to using, so it makes me comfortable. But I love learning new mediums. Finding out that other mediums are way more fun than acrylics. But to do something on canvas, acrylics are a little easier. And I think I just got some oils actually. Oils are very interesting as well. This is a very light wash though. They're really diluted. Okay. I think leave it like this for now and see. I'm gonna do some more with them. Okay, that's nice for now. Yeah, gemstones. I could go and bring a couple of them for you to see if you'd like. Okay, let's see. I have another planet sketched out right here. This is really cool paint that I used. Actually, I might even use some of that. It's this. This is one of my favorite paints ever, actually. It's the metallic cobalt blue from Artist Loft. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. And I might have used... No, I don't think I used the metallic leaf green. I just used the cobalt blue. You recommend the brush pen. The brush pen for... acrylic brush pen? Or is that ink? I have something similar. When I saw your post, I'm like, ooh, I have something like that. But it's an ink. This is actually the Higgins acrylic ink, India ink, that I got from Sketchbox October 2020. Oh, so funny. Sketchbox, I'm such a sucker sometimes. Oh my gosh, I'm such a sucker. When I unsubscribed, then, you know, they keep, yeah, ink for messing around, right? They keep sending me these very tempting offers, and I go for them because I don't want to miss out, you know? I think they had some sort of deal for their ink package, so I wanted to try that again, the Sumie. Yeah. The Sumie box. I was kind of disappointed actually that their stone that they sent, it wasn't really a stone, it was real plastic stone. That was not my favorite. You know, like if you're gonna do a proper Japanese, like they pride in their high quality Japanese supplies. I actually have a Sumie set. I had it before, but I said, you know what, that's from I think it belonged to my husband when he used to do art. And I'm like, I just want my own, because, you know, I want to have my own supplies. And actually the one that he has, well, the one that I have now from him, it's real inkstone. But it's good to have standards, I think. Always good to have standards. FOMO, totally FOMO. Oh, they so get me. You got a Pentel one. That is how I am with watercolors. Every time a maker I like has an update, I want it. Yeah, I just You know, I could care less for about colored pencils or markers. I'm really not a big marker person. And that's just because I haven't really mastered them. So what I'm doing now, I'm just going to cover the whole thing in a light wash so that I can just see the planet. Because that's what I ended up doing with the other one anyway. So just cover it with a light wash of this turquoise. Yeah, but ink, I go crazy for inks. And apparently I really enjoy the gouache, the acrylic gouache that I got from this September's palette full packs. And I decided that I have enough art supplies, they're overflowing. And honestly, I'm afraid that they're gonna dry faster than I have time to use them. So I said I'm not unsubscribed because I'm spending a lot of money for supplies that I barely use anyway. Hello, nature lovers by humans. Welcome. Hey, Pete. Standards. What's that? Oh. See, that's why I don't hang around with a lot of people very much. Yeah. Well, you can't be a people person because then you have to lower your standards to be around them. But excluding this crowd, of course, everybody here is, you know, obviously superior because otherwise you wouldn't be here. You know, this metallic paint, I don't think it's gonna show up very much. But anyway, I had a fun time showing it to you. I think because there wasn't much texture in this planet, I added the texture. But to be honest, this one already has, already has beautiful texture. So I'm just gonna highlight it a little bit and let that part show through. I think that part is really beautiful. Hello, Pete. I really enjoyed your Instagram. So you followed me today. I'm like, huh, Pete something. Oh, and then I saw that Lewis follows you, and then I'm like, ooh, that Pete. Petey Pete. You're kind of a people person. It's so funny. If you guys, I know that YouTube doesn't send notifications for shorts, but I posted a short the other day, yesterday I think. That is a little different from my usual shorts. If you guys want to check it out, it's totally about being nihilistic and not a people person. I have this eccentric, well, you know, he's like a normal eccentric. He's eccentric in a normal kind of way. He's not like super weird, but he's introvert eccentric. So those are a little, you know, you gotta really go deep with them to really realize that they are eccentric. But I painted this portable mural for him a while ago. He was one of my first clients, actually. I was working part-time in this shop that sold things made by artists. Really pretty shop in New Hope, Pennsylvania. And so one day he comes inside and just looks around, and I was working with my lovely coworker Barb at the time, and she was such a hoot too. And we were just talking, and he was looking around, and he just started showing us his butterfly collection. That was kind of weird, I thought. Like, he's a grown man, he's this tall, you know, well-built dude, and he started showing us his butterfly collection. I thought, this is a weird guy. So I know it's totally against protocol and I could have gotten in trouble. But when I got home, I I emailed him and I said, "Hey, since I see you're the artsy kind of guy, and if you want a custom painting, I'm your gal." So so he responds, it's like, "You know what? I actually do need something, a backdrop for my metal butterflies." So I painted a backdrop for him, and he was really happy. So we kind of kept in touch since then, because he's a really nice guy. So we kept in touch on and off. I follow him on Facebook. He has this super cool camera that he takes amazing pictures of the moon. If you guys want to follow him on Facebook, because he's just the kind of guy who you cyberstalk. I'm joking. Bill Winters. So he takes amazingly macro, beautiful pictures of the moon. So the other day he said, "You know what? Here's this cool picture of a head. It was a painted bald head of an optical illusion." He's like, "Do you think you could be able to do something like that?" I'm like, "I can do anything, baby." So he said, "Okay, let's do it." So he brought his own, he said he has his own paints. Okay. So he came over one day and I painted his head. It's an optical illusion. You can check it out. So Pete says, "I have an open dialogue, so folks get weirded out around me because I'm a smartass or just strange thoughts present themselves out loud and involve others in my dialogue. That's great. That is how you want it to be. That's what makes people interesting and not boring like everybody else." So yeah, we had a really nice conversation, and actually I learned a lot about him, things that I didn't know before. I knew he's this very naturey person, because he always used to post in the mornings pictures of the park, a nearby park, and he takes pictures of the sunrise or the moon, and it's really cool vibes, or nature. And yeah, I learned a few things about him. You can learn a little bit about him too if you watch my latest short. A bit of nihilistic conversation. Try to keep it civil. That's some dried paint on here. Yeah, I think this planet is nice enough that I don't need to go overboard with covering it up. Just a little bit. He goes on his hikes early in the morning to hide the bodies from the night before. That's an interesting point of view. No, actually, he had before the pandemic, he had this night job that he really enjoyed. So, he worked at night, so right after work, he would just stop by the park and see the sunrise and then head home and then sleep for the day or something. I don't know. Or collect butterflies. But even for an introvert and a socially isolated person, it's difficult. It's okay when you make the choice of being isolated, but when the choice is made for you, you're kind of reluctant, I think. Okay, let's see, how does that look? Looks kind of like a bubble. Not like a bubble. Maybe I'll add, I'll make the edges a little more opaque. Chromatic Habitat does awesome pieces where he takes pictures he makes, cuts them out, and photographs them in nature. Cool. That is cool. Chromatic Habitat. I have to check them out. Making the light a little more opaque here. I want it to be a little more turquoisey. This is really fun. I'm enjoying this. Thank you guys for joining me today. I like to take my time and not have to rush. When I started live streaming, for some reason, I don't know why I had this idea that I had to rush and get it through and entertain people and stuff, and that really stressed me out. Like, I was not looking forward to the live streams. It's really uptight energy, but nowadays I'm like, it's nice. You guys can do other things. You don't have to be 100% non-stop here, but I know you're still here. Maybe doing your own illustrations, but it's nice vibes to have somebody close nearby. And with these light washes, it's really tricky to not pick up the underneath paint. Or maybe I need to let it dry a little bit more. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it. Maybe I'll put a little bit of white to add more opaqueness to it, because this sand color is very transparent. Oh, thank you, Clara. That really means a lot. I'm so happy. I'm so glad. I feel the same about Lewis's live streams. I may not be, doing it along with him, like making the same art that he does, but I usually do something else, like I either edit a video and I do some other kind of art, and I'm still in the stream, and I enjoy the conversations and interacting with people, especially when you guys are there too. Makes it a lot more fun. And I see, him perking up as well when somebody's there, like, yay! Means a lot to us. I mean, you do live streams too. It's nice when people enjoy it, because otherwise, why else do you do it? You could be doing it without the whole basking in the adulation of your numerous companions bit. Oh, that part just doesn't want to get covered. It'll get covered later. Okay. I think let's just leave that for now. And then I have another little one there. They kind of go from here and then down here, and then the alien's gonna be down here somewhere, and maybe I'll have some smoke tie everything together. So yeah, fun. Am I planning to participate in Inktober? I really want to. I have heard of Theodora Kapat. I've heard of her. I have joined her live streams a couple times. Yeah, I'm not I wasn't a big fan of the energy there, to be honest. You know, I'm sure she is very talented. It's just, it wasn't as interactive, I think. I'm sure it would have been nice to be there with her doing the art, but to be as a, you know, on this side, it wasn't as, I don't know. Do you, I don't know much about her. I've just visited her streams a couple times. That's all I can say. I've not seen any of her illustrations though. All I can say that when I joined her live streams, I wanted to grab some beers and chill with her. But since I couldn't do that, you know, it was that kind of atmosphere to me. It's like a evening in college or something. But it didn't seem like the environment where you can ask questions and sort of thing. I do prefer crazy people. Yeah. And then, you know, but it was a very, very nice experience to see how she is doing her live streams, because maybe because I see other people how they do their live streams, that really helped me chill out a little bit more in my live streams and not be so uptight. Because when I saw her, she didn't give a shit about people, like, not in a bad way per se, but you know, she was just having a good time and not really caring about what other people would think or judge or something. And you know, it was a big opening for me, because I usually am kind of uptight. I try not to be, but I do prefer crazy people. That is true. I love asking questions, as you can tell. One of the things I appreciate so much about your stream and about Lewis's stream, you can actually learn things from his stream. Yeah. I love the interaction, you know? Because I'm alone here doing it, so you're the only ones who I talk to. She has people with her there, so she can put her attention on those people. But yeah, enough about other people. No matter what cultural commonalities we may have. I'm just afraid I'm gonna say something stupid or mean. Great. Yeah, he is. Lewis's stream, you need to check it out, Clara. You need to tell Carrie about Lewis's stream. Lewis Guidetti. Also, you gotta check out his one of his edited videos, because he's freaking bananas too. His edited videos are very entertaining. Here, let me write it out. That's his name, and that's how what his YouTube channel is called as well. Yeah, he's extremely entertaining. But in his videos, in his edited videos, and he also is informational in his edited videos, but he's mostly entertaining. However, in his live streams, he shows you step by step how to do, you know, how to do traditional art, like Bouguereau drawings and paintings and all sorts of, you know, fine art studies and life drawings. And he's also ripped and he loves to expose himself. Just joking. A little bit. Yeah, so he's entertaining and informational. You can learn lots from Louis. You're just wondering if I've seen her work. Oh, and right. No, I have not seen her work. Just what she was working on the stream. It seemed like a traditional art. She was working on some sort of fantasy fawn sort of thing. Kind of dark. It was nice. Keep going over the lines. Even with the underdrawing, I still can't do a proper circle. Yeah, I'll check her stuff out. And now we have 3 planets so far. Or bubbles. They can be bubbles. I'm not really sure exactly yet. You know, designs develop as you do them. Sometimes you think you're doing something and then you end up doing something else. Let's do, there's a teeny tiny little one here, getting smaller and smaller. The smaller and smaller we get, the harder it is for me. That's something that I have to work on, working small. As answering your question, Clara, I do want to participate in Inktober to a certain degree. I don't know if I can commit myself fully to it. Before Inktober, I wanted to work on some bigger pieces. I just feel like, I don't know, since I started this channel and with the subscription boxes, I haven't really been doing the beautiful art I used to be doing. Like, I used to do these big canvases, and they were all meaningful, and I used to spend a long time on them, and now I seem to have grown into this quick art, fast art sort of situation, and I'm not really sure that I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's really helped me with concept drawing and figure and everything. Dark fantasy art. Most of the people are into that, are into her work. Okay. Dark fantasy art. Cool. I like fantasy. I mean, I don't know about dark fantasy per se. I mean, I'm not against it. Just not that experienced with it. But it sounds cool. get that feeling, constantly feeling pulled between doing the smaller pieces versus dedicating myself into a giant piece. Yeah, I really want to get into some galleries. Like, I gotta do something. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I need to be doing something bigger with my life. And but it's been really helpful to do the smaller things too, because I'm learning more how to draw, and I want to do a smaller planet there, but I can't even draw them with a pencil. Be right here. Yeah, I want to keep doing the small things because they could be a concept art for a bigger piece. So it could be like a study. And as before, I used to feel that I'm always dedicated to this big grand thing, and I didn't feel like I was playing enough, you know? So every single art piece felt like a job and a drag, because it was something that I had to do. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't having so much fun because everything seemed so serious. And now I've been having a lot of fun. It actually felt like being back in art school, with getting all the supplies from the boxes and trying everything, and it really felt so playful and like I'm back in school and experimenting with different things and learning different techniques. It's been really fun, but I feel like now I'm ready to get back into doing some bigger pieces, that I can do a series or something, that I can, because I'm not even sure what my art style is. I'm just trying to get the clarity of what my art is all about. Commissions. Yeah, commissions. Commissions are great because they give you the money, but sometimes when it's not what you want to be doing, it can feel like, ugh. You know that feeling, ugh. Okay, one is a little more colorful than the other ones. Maybe because it's down in the sand, maybe I'll get more. It's good to keep a balance, having time to experiment and play to keep it fresh and exciting so you're creative. But yes, also having some ongoing pieces you can be proud of. Art style is such a hard thing to see or find, for sure, for sure. I totally feel that. But I think maybe, you know what I'm thinking, Clara? I'm thinking that, because obviously I just got 2 boxes. I wasn't gonna get any, you know, I was gonna completely unsubscribe from all the art boxes. But then I thought, I don't want to miss the ink box, you know? So then I said, what should I go for? Sketchbox or Palettefull? And then I ended up buying both of them. So there I go, from not getting any boxes to getting 2 of them. Like, what? Okay. So now I think that I'll be making maybe the ink sketches for the bigger pieces. So maybe there'll be like concepts for a bigger piece. I think that'll be cool. I have this idea of doing, you know how I did that 3 colored white, black, and oh, let me show you the white, black, and red one. This princess. Well, I'm thinking of something similar for October, to have this kind of, maybe not so compact, not so solid, but maybe something similar in this Japanese ink style. Because I really want to do like a mini mural series of these. I think that'll be such good. I'm totally into this warrior feeling type, strength and beauty and all this kind of stuff. So, definitely good enough, Carrie. Yes. Oh, you have Bowie pieces? I've seen people do one big piece with all the Inktober prompts. You know, Carrie, I was thinking about that because I was looking at some of the prompts and I was thinking, you know, that'd be cool to do one big piece. That's a really good idea. But it has to be planned out. All right, let me get some glue. Okay, this is the glue that I use to Gorilla Glue. Thank you. Thank you, Clara. Yeah, I really want to do that. I think it'll be such a cool, like a warrior princess series. Okay, so let's think, where am I gonna put this guy? I was thinking of putting him right down there. So that, that's as much as this is gonna... Let me get you up a little bit. Okay, so this is what I was thinking. He would be right down here, and then there's smoke coming up and just kind of enveloping the planets. What do you guys think? You hosted a Bowie-inspired challenge in August. That's cool. I'm gonna take a look at that. That would have been so cool to be part of. So, then I was thinking he's against the waves. Should I? But then it would be kind of weird to put him like this. Then it'll be facing down. I think like this, it'd be kind of cool. Not too low. And what do you guys think? I like this. I think I'm gonna go right ahead and glue him on, maybe. The smoke. Yes. Maybe I'll just, you know, before I go with the... Before I glue him on, just gonna start doing the smoke. Cool. Do it again next year. Okay, so let's see how we're gonna do this smoke. I'm gonna get an angled brush like this. It's gonna, you can see it, it's an angled brush. And then water, and only the tip, and just put the tip in there. And then you guys have seen the, I think I need a bigger brush. Have you guys seen the single brush art, like the one brush stroke art? I'm trying to load my brush just like they do it, just on a corner like this, and then yeah, I can do it on the black tablecloth so you guys can see. You can see that only one side has the paint, and then I watered it down a little bit. Let's see how that's gonna go. Trying to keep it wispy. My airbrush would have been great right about now. Gotta get that out of storage, which is right behind me actually. Wispies. With dragons. with dragons a lot of times. Oh, the Japanese warrior style? Yeah, I want to do dragons. Dragons. Yes, let's do dragons. I gotta start my own challenge, like dragon challenge. Maybe it's wrapping around like that. Hey, Gentian, welcome. Oh, you did the dragon challenge already. Oh, thank you. Just been painting the planets today. You get you a little lower so you can see maybe. Yeah. There's a Smogust challenge or something like that, dragon themed. Wow. I think I'm a bit late on that. I don't have the energy and time. But maybe next year I'll have to be prepared, like mentally prepared too, to join a challenge. It's hard to be spontaneous when you have your own agenda, you know? Hey, this is really tricky because I don't want to mess it up. Drawing on top of a board, it's so difficult. You already invested so much. Just kidding. Didn't invest a lot, just still don't want to mess it up, you know? I think it's coming together. Yes, Gentian, are you going to post on IG? I have 2 planets here that are not incorporated. Paint Minotaur, the half bull and man. Is that what you're doing right now, Gentian? Yes. I want to see your work too. I just joined Lisa's Instagram today. I think I wasn't there when that whole conversation was or somehow I just didn't see it. Her work is beautiful, very emotional, very passionate. I like it. Full of expression. It's what I want to do too. Something full of feeling. Is this full of feeling? Got a self-portrait coming up. Nice. Self-portraits are good. So I think this is gonna be called Cosmic Shores. Oh, since they mentioned the dragon. Yeah, I gotta do a Minotaur. Let me see, what Minotaur am I thinking about right now? Oh, have you guys seen that movie? It's such a good movie. It's called They've Made a Maze. Very nice movie. You should guys check it out. It's very fun. Smoke is looking cool. Thank you. I should have probably looked at some smoke references. Smoke is a lot more chaotic than I'm making it look here. Oh, you know, it's such a weird balance when you're painting something and you're trying to simplify it because it looks so complex, you know, in real life. And then you simplify it, and then on the same note, you know, you wanted to make it nice and neat, but then nature is not always nice and neat. It's really weird to let yourself do the chaos that nature does, if you know what I mean. I have this really cool book called Sensitive Chaos. It is all about the patterns of flow. I should have probably taken a look before. All I'm doing is just swirls. God, I cannot get any good photos of my paintings with potato Android phone. It's all about, I have a potato Android phone. This Pixel 3 takes better pictures than my Canon camera. They make such good phones nowadays with cameras, but the trick is with taking pictures is about lighting. So here's, right now I have a light to my left and a light to my right. So they're both shining down like this towards the painting. If I was to turn on the overhead light, you'd get all this glare, you see? So the point is, when you're taking a picture, to have two lights, and then you take a picture, you know, so say you're trying to take a picture of this guy. So then you have a light over here shining towards it, and then you have a light over here shining towards it, and then you take a camera with right here, from right here. straight ahead. But if you have a light right behind, then that light is gonna shine on, so you're gonna get glare. I'm still getting trouble with glare a lot, but the point is to have two lights at 45-degree angle, and that's how you take a good picture without any glare. You need to yeah, Pixel 3s have really good cameras. What was I saying? You need to have a big, or you can take a picture outside when it's a little cloudy. You get really nice light. Outside is the best light for pictures. I don't know about A40 Samsungs. I've not I don't know. So anyway, but the point is to not have the light shine straight onto the canvas, but instead have two lights at 45-degree angle, and then you're behind. If you have a big room, that really helps. Right here in my small garage, it's really difficult to take pictures because the lights are way closer to the thing than I want them to be. And when I'm on my easel behind, when I'm painting on my easel, and the lights are a little too close and they're still creating glare. But if you have enough space, you shouldn't have so much glare. Hope that helps. Now this is a little confusing here. These swirls look like the swirls from my planets. I'm gonna have to add a little more solidity to the planets too. They're a little transparent. I think I'm gonna do that right now. Oh, thank you so much for hanging around, Carrie. Happy Friday to you, my friend. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna... Where is that? Velvet brush. Have a nice weekend too. Okay. Gotta add some more body to my planets. And I have some burnt sienna that I mixed myself with these very hands. And then I think that's a sort of titanium white that I mixed myself the other day. I just want a little sand color that is a little more opaque than what I have there. I keep doing light washes, but I need them to show a little bit more. I gotta be bold. I think that sometimes I'm just having trouble with being bold or not wanting to overdo it, so then I don't do enough. Like sometimes my highlights aren't light enough or my shadows aren't dark enough, because I'm afraid that they would be too much. You can always go back and add more. Just want the edge to be really nice and defined. Maybe some other textures here. Oh, thank you so much, Pete. Clara streams on Instagram. I actually have not really been catching her streams because I guess, you know, I don't have notifications for Instagram. I turned them off because I get too many, I think. So whenever I have my do not disturb on most of the day. So whenever I go on my own accord on Instagram, and then that's how I saw that you were live yesterday. Just happened to be on Instagram. But yeah, do you have a specific time that you stream? Every Thursday at 7 p.m. Okay. Oh, you'll get there, Clara. I really enjoyed your YouTube video when I think you only have one. Do you? When you showed your journal sketchbook tour, that was really fun. I'd love to see more of those. Have a really nice voice and presence too. Okay, I think that's a little better. And at least see it a little bit more. A little bit. Oh, it's very late. Do you have a replay of your stream? Wonder if you can stream on Instagram and on other platforms simultaneously. I think it's okay, even if some of these are slightly more what do you call them? Subtle. Carrie has a replay of our stream last night on her account. Okay. I think you'll get there, Clara. It's, you know, you'll get used to it. I can't say it's easy, but you'll definitely get used to it. That's for sure, you know. My first streams were freaking nerve-wrack. How do you get used to failure and after failure? Then you're like, oh, it's okay. My life is just a series of unfortunate events. Oh no, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Life is wonderful. So I didn't really end up using much of this phthalo blue. Just using a little bit of it right now. More white. Lighten that up a little bit. Yeah, you just get used to it. I don't know who said it or where I heard it or something, that it's not gonna get easy, but you're gonna get stronger, you know? It's life. And you don't want it to be easy, you know? You choose to do hard things because they make you grow. And that's the only way to go, you know? You don't want life... To be honest, it's such a weird balance to have between comfort and growth. Not growth per se, but, you know, like blossoming, because humans are addicted to self-enrichment and growth and stuff like that. And I think it's such a bogus thing, because you don't have to try it. You don't have to try at it. It just happens naturally if you let yourself just do the things that you know you need to be doing, even if it hurts. Like a flower doesn't think, ooh, I'm gonna grow, I'm gonna blossom, I'm gonna follow my life's destiny, you know? But a flower does that. And I think that we're so much like a flower, and we fulfill our destiny, but we're just addicted to doing it. And we think that we have to do it, but it just happens. The point is that there is a point. Of course that we as humans want to be so comfortable, and we want to be, you know, our culture is one that we cherish comfort. We want to be comfortable. And everything that we have around us points us to that comfortable state of mind and of being. But if you're comfortable, you're not really growing. If you're just sitting down and not doing anything, your body's gonna not get stronger. But if you get up and work out, you know that it's gonna be difficult and painful, but you can have some fun with it, you know? Like, you don't have to do something you don't like. You can do a workout that you enjoy. Well, I do. I'm only doing something that I enjoy, and I'm getting freaking ripped. But I'm having a lot of fun. It is difficult, and at the end of it, I'm happy that I did it. But, you know, and then it sets a mood for the day, that when you know that your body can do something like that, that is challenging, then you know that your mind can do something that is challenging too. And it's a heck of a lot harder, I think, to work out your mind than it is to work out your body, in my opinion. Because, you know, I'm naturally endowed in body strength, but, you know, I'd like to be more intelligent and more endowed in the mind strength. Oh, should just shut up. Talk too much. Everybody's got goals. My point is that everybody's got goals. And you can either be comfortable or you can work at them. I think you are all intelligent people and understand what I'm trying to say here. Okay, let's get some more opaque here. Wonder what Lewis is up to. Probably came at 11 and it's like, oh, she's not here. Yeah. Great insight for a Friday afternoon. You came for art and you get philosophy. And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Yes, indeed. Poetry to my ears. Yes, indeed. It's only because, you know, I get great coaching from the workout that I do. And this gal, Leanne, she's always lays her pearls of wisdom onto my mornings. I love it. She's like, I always do the high intensity workout. She always says, "This is hard work. Remember, you came here to do hard things because you are," I don't know how she said it, "because you are strong." I'm like, yeah, I chose to do hard things. That's right. We choose to do hard things because it makes us grow. Okay, I just realized that I put more color on there than I wanted to when the pattern wasn't showing anymore. So I'm just wiping it away with a little bit of water, because you can do that with acrylics. Just want to show the pattern underneath a little bit. There. No, it's back. It's a little better. Right, so now let's do this one. I'm just gonna turn it around again because it was a little more comfortable. This canvas is long. Okay. Are you doing Inktober, Clara? Didn't ask you. And the idea of doing multiple prompts on one page is very tempting to me. But I gotta plan it out. I love that crystal prompt and thinking, oh, that would be cool to do something the dark crystal for that. Was a great show. You guys seen the new one? The new, not the new one, but the second dark crystal show? That was so good. I was very skeptical going into it because, you know, I'm very wary of new people doing old stuff that I love. But they did an amazing job. Really very, very well done. Very well done. Good show. Yeah, maybe an Agra here and there. A crystal. Yes, I am, but since my sister is getting married early October, I'm going to work ahead a little. October was way too stressful for me. I hear you, Pete. Going to use a different subscription box for each week. Cool. Pete, do you have your art up somewhere? Yeah, I think Pete has an Instagram. Yeah, you know, I didn't do Inktober last year, but I tried to do... Well, I did do Sketchtember. I don't know why I did Sketchtember instead of Inktober. Sometimes my decisions aren't the best. But, well, I wanted to try to draw faces more. So that's what I did. And it was... I was also trying to do YouTube videos for each day, and that was, oh my god, it was a train wreck. It was really stressful. But I think if I only had to do the drawings, that would have been a little easier. I think it's a little different name. Yeah, but I do have some of the drawings on. I have a Sketchtember playlist, I think, on YouTube. Pete Anderson art. Pete D. Anderson art. I love this. Building community and everything. So cool. And was doing full ink wash paintings. I was doing full ink wash paintings. Nice. Yeah, I was doing complete sketches. They weren't sketches, they were like full-blown drawings. Because I don't know how to simplify and I don't know how to do something easy. It's a thing. But it was a great, you know, experience to know your limitations. Gee whiz, Pete, looks like you know what you're doing, right? He does have like some really good art. Yeah, I feel like you guys should be doing some videos. I gotta take a look at... I don't know if I saw your Inktovers. I don't know, my mind is so scattered. Gotta take another look. usually doing 1,000 things at the same time, so while listening to 3 books. I think I'll be doing some more of these planets and embellishings the next live streams that I'll be doing. I have a lot of them. Is Watts Atelier worth it? I don't know what that is. I assume you're talking to Pete. Yeah, I have this acrylic painting workshop starting in October, although it's only Wednesday evenings and Saturdays, but might be taking a mental toll. I hope I'll have the energy to do all the things that I want to do. Keeping you posted. Okay. Maybe I'll just do some smoke coming out of the top, and then let me take another look at your stuff, Pete, because I think I forget. Oh, hang on. Pete, where are you? Okay. Oh, yes. Look at that skull. That's amazing. That is really awesome. Yeah, I didn't look at everything. I think I just followed you and I didn't really look much, but oh my goodness. How long have you been doing art, Pete? You only have 43 posts. But you've been making art for quite a while, I assume. Okay. The brick and mortar school is great, but it's more illustration driven. Though Jeff is adamant about getting your fundamentals down pat. Yeah, fundamentals. Still working on my fundamentals. Too much paint. Yeah, your work is amazing. fine art direction. Yeah. Maybe I didn't want that there. Maybe the smoke is coming. Check this out. So easy. Just erase it. You don't like it. You didn't see anything. It just happened. Hey, everybody makes stuff they didn't mean to. Okay, getting some more. Maybe it's just a little bit coming from this corner. Just coming like this. It's a tough thing when you don't have, when you have to just imagine it and make it up as you go, you know? Don't have a drawing that you're working from. You have to make decisions, and that's the worst part. Decisions. I'm still wondering if I'm gonna resin this or not. I don't think I'm gonna resin it. I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. Since I was little, but around 2034, I didn't do anything. Then I got extremely sick and literally on my deathbed. From that point forward, I've been working on it about 8-9 years. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're doing art now. I'm glad you got motivated. It's sad that that's what it took, but sometimes you need a kick in the pants to do something with your life. And, you know, good on you for staying around and doing it. Good job. And you got the point. So I'm glad to hear that. Hope you're better now. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that, maybe. Maybe I'll just do one more wisp because I just can't stop. Maybe right here, one more wisp. I only started my art journey, you know, not so long ago either. When I was... yeah, we got our house in 2012, and then a year or so in, I started painting the walls, and then, yeah, about 9 years ago. But really to be like a professional artist, I don't know, like 6, 7 years. But I never really felt like a, I don't know, you know how muralists are more like a contractor in a way. The journey is really, who can tell where it started really? If you can travel to California and go to the physical school, it's worth it. But you have to put in a lot of work, pick and shovel work, so they say. You also have the teachers right there and giving you feedback on the spot. Yeah, that's really valuable. Okay, well, let's do the deed and glue our little guy here. Let's see how it's gonna go. Right about like this. Let me take you close. Don't worry. There we go. Okay. The glue is already starting to come out. So let's see where he's making contact on his head and his elbow. He's putting, this is already flowing out, his elbow and what was it, his foot here. I got some white paint on his foot. How did that happen? Let me wipe him up a little bit and close this glue that keeps pouring out. Thought you were old from the way you were talking the other day. Really? Well, he's got like an old soul sort of feel about him. You know, I thought Lisa Lynch, I thought she was older than she is, but I saw her post today and she's got a picture of herself, a selfie. And she's much younger than I thought she was. No, she said she was old. She doesn't look old though. Oh, she said she's like in her, not old, I don't want to offend anyone here, but like older than me. 50s, 60s? She doesn't look it. I don't think she really is that old. Okay, so let's try that again. The online is more on your own, but has feedback from advanced students and even some of the instructors. Yeah, feedback is important. Okay, just putting a teeny tiny bit and a little bit on the, which one? Where did I say he's going? Right over here. His foot here. Oh, jeez, Eddie. How young do you think I am? I may sound naive and inexperienced, but you know, you're funny. Not everyone is older than me. Clara's not older than me. And you're only like a half year older than me, Eddie. I'm 37. Have some respect. And besides, girls mature faster than boys, so basically, you know, theoretically, I'm older than you. all in good fun. Okay, guys, let's see how this looks from the distance. Well, pretty much. I'm gonna show it to you sideways because this is a weird perspective. But anyway, we got some planets, got some smoke, got an alien, we got a sea, got everything. So, got squeakiness. Almost 39. How you know I wasn't older? I don't know, I just get this really youth feeling from you, Clara. Right? But I'm right, right? You're maybe a couple of years younger than me, but I don't think you're older than me. But if you are, you know, you don't look it. Looks gorgeous. I love the color scheme and the wispies. Thank you. Alright guys, thank you so much. You guys made my day today. Eddie and Pete and Clara. Who else is here? I think it's just you guys right now. Yeah. Thank you. You guys, Gentian, if you're still here. Carrie's gone. So, anywho, thank you guys. I love you so much. My parents are products from the Great Depression. Yeah, me too. I love you guys. I will see you next Friday. Until then, have a lovely weekend and, you know, chill out. Be cool. Trust the flow. Take care. Mwah. Bye.